How did you come to round one? Fight!
I found it. The condo. But who else out of the country? And not to fret, my frostbanker drove right over to the condo and hand delivered my escrows. Boom.
Getting them in between them because we're not even one of them. Because you're some is, but obviously not on their sides. But basically, like I said, they represent negative starting 10 system. Against each other, they work together. So just take it from there. Then you got another group. This is part of it. I am Metatron. You can see that way. So
A lot of people think, how can they work together? But they are enemies. They hate each other at the same time. It's goals. They have different thought process. But the same thing like drug dealers. They do the same shit. They have the same goals. But they do rob each other. They will set each other up. They will battle for each other. But they got the same goal. Same shit.
So there are different groups in this faction. Zephyr, Anunnaki, following the Seraphim hybrid, they're Canadian Nicaraguan coalition, square covenant.
Triborg wins.
And you got some others.
Pay your respects.
You got your Omicron Draconian. That Omicron sounds familiar, don't it?
There is a new king.
Following Seraphim line from Lyra Vega, Omnitak, Omnilam, Orion, Alpha Draconis, Bellatrix. Those are the areas that they're occupying. For agenda is Omicron Draconian, Draconian Orion Confederation. This one is one of my favorites to look at. And you got the Jehovian Anunnaki. It's a bipedal dolphin people. They are fallen, new Elohim, Giovanni, D11, Dark Avatar Collective. D11 basically means different Stargate 11. So these are the people who actually threatened the Elohai from Stargate 12. Now, again, for those of you who like to fall into the Bible, that first name of the Anunnaki is quite familiar, ain't it? Jehovah? I don't know, man. It also, reminds me of somebody who raps. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jehovah, baby. And I don't know. Everybody say it looks like a camel, but I'm kind of feeling like you look like a dolphin. Y'all want to again.
Hey, what y'all think, man? That's funny as hell. First time I heard that. You're like a dolphin. It's crazy. I see the camel.
Yeah.
The dolphin, I don't know.
Phantom Lyra, Alpha Caesar, Andromeda, Fusion, Shasta, Theta, Orion, Core Agendas, Jehovian, Nephilim, planets, Hassam. Hassam is also, once you know, that's also a city who's in Atlantis, Nahasas.
Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 o'clock.
Black League.
6 hours, 56 minutes, and 59 seconds, starting now.
See that? Fall. Draconian Orion Confederation. Jehovian Nephite. Adamite. Which is the Khalil Davidic faction. Star David. And you got the Pleiadian Nabaruvian. Agenda is so they're really good. This is Mark. This is Marduk's group. Got the Marduk, this is Arian Anunnaki. So following Anu Seraphim hybrid. Fabian.
Pay your respects.
They occupy the Phantom Alpha Omega Centauri.
Throne
Nibiru, Tiamat,
defended.
their core agenda is Luciferian, Anunnaki, Blade, and Nibiruian Coalition. And or Necromaton, Andromi, Orion,
Triborg.
Necromaton, Black League. So everybody's like kind of on hot end with each other. That's basically what I'm seeing from this year is that, as many people as many times we try to separate, you got the Pleiadians, you got, Andromedans, you got Orion, you got Luciferians, you got, just about everybody who possibly thinks of this. And I think you gotta understand this is a lot deeper than some of this. Yeah, not that. Now, you got this year. You like it? The 18th century, Anunnaki North Blondes. They actually stole their image. That's been weird by raiding the angelic tribe. The first when Zion played against gently it's very covenant Anunnaki resistance again. So I saw it about before, and I try to tell people that the Astronaut
Alright.
that's a spot. They are wearing they're wearing basically they're wearing their bodies. They control the
Let's do it. Hold on. Yeah.
which is very
Ready?
strong angelic graces. The core agenda is created in the very stagnant, non-existent agenda as well. Federation deficit is also,
Oh, I couldn't get that kick out? Are they crazy?
unfortunately, I do like this guy, does like you like it. All this is personal, like you love it. Like the Federation, it's their name, quite some time ago. So basically, you got quite
Shit.
all of the groups, the factions. That's what they do.
Stay away from me, bro.
Final round. Fight.
So I hope you got questions. Dragon got different ranges. Pretty sure I feel that out. So I'm not sharing, but I just know what you want to know.
How the fuck is it going that way? Bro, they let you blow that. Yo!
Never denied access or if you ever inquire on the topic of UAP or building my therapist or some possible markets. It was never denied.
What's the wrong, brother? What's wrong? What's wrong, brother? You supposed to be my brother. Nigga, get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. I'm calling the boys on you. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Come on, disappear. Come here. Let that nigga call my wife. I ain't finna talk to him right now. I'm in the middle of the game. call my wife and talk to her about that plumbing shit.
Pay your respects.
I do.
There is a
Separate
new
to
king.
any national security implications, I
No. No.
information should be.
Ah, man.
They can never just answer the question straight up.
All right, it wasn't pretty. I can make a pretty win though. CYRAX can give. I can get some nice ones in. But that, hey, your CYRAX is clean, bro. I'm gonna have to steal some of your shit because I be dropping some of that shit. My bombs don't come on throwing the right one.
I read that it had been ordered.
I can even learn.
I gotta put some lotion on my fingers so I can play better. There we go. You ready? All right, Jace. Here we go. Here we go.
Can't answer a simple yes or no question. This is wild to me, man. Like, look, man, let me know what y'all thought about this. And look, I'm dead at it. Like, when we go do these excavations and explorations, whatever you want to call it, look, we should be deep. We should be deep. We should be like 1,000 at each spot. Maybe 2,000, 3,000. How many do y'all think that we can get? Let me see the comments by sheer comments. Sheer comments. Let me see how many of us would actually show up for something like this. How many of us actually made it to the end of the video? Let's see. And I know I think a lot of people that make it to the end of the videos, and I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate each other. See, that's a vibe. That's an energy. It's a vibe. That's it. You know what I'm saying? We're stepping. We're getting back out of here. That's the newest thing. We're getting back out here. Maybe I should drop some shoes called the stepper so we really start stepping out here. I was gonna drop you a couple years ago, but I had an idea. But if y'all really want, we can go stepping. For real, leave our shoe print, leave our name print everywhere. But it's steppers. We'll go out here and we're gonna do our thing, and that's the truth. We're setting it up, but I need to know how many of y'all will show up for us. How many of y'all will really show up for ourselves? For us. Humanity. So we can get real answers. So we can have more than just one or two.
Billy Carson.
3 people, 4 people.
Let's watch this.
My name's Michael. When they call me Killer Mike, and this is conversation. I just want to conversate. I just want to conversate, which I want to conversate. I want to talk about some slum shit, man. Like, cause I'm slum. What's wrong? No, you not.
Oh, ain't acting right. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me see.
Yeah, we have no carbon.
I'll turn the Bluetooth off, y'all.
We have no carbon on the phone for a long time.
Welcome back to Conversate. Welcome back to Conversate. Well, I just had to talk loud to shut these guys up. You need to. I'm going short. Look, we want to thank you for all the comments, man. Space God was in here, and it was amazing. So we're going to talk a little more about that today, man. We're going to talk about temples and technology. We're going to talk about pyramids and Giza and something else, the fractional universe theory, the object prophecy, Epstein file. And that's going on right now. We got now what the was doing. You know what I mean? And the Deep Network, AI, Education, and Legacy. And I'm very, very happy to have someone that's going to come in, man. He's our guest. And his name is Billy Carson. Come in here.
No more when you drink out. Water with no label.
Look, what we're going to talk about today, you believe it go, but you don't necessarily.
I really don't kind of believe it.
You just told me like last week, the white girl that you just gonna go for it.
That's just a racist shit.
This nigga stupid.
That is just racist. Like, told me that. But I've always been a sci-fi. I love sci-fi, and I know the black men like sci-fi. Yeah, I like that black, Comic-Con now. It's cool like Star Wars, Star Trek, of course. Dark Mirror was crazy. You know what I mean? I'm still read comic books like, man, you got something today. You're going to help explain everything that's all like, is there really a God that we working for? Can come down here and be like, hey, y'all got to be God. And they were like, fake God, like, yeah. I think of ATF, you are one-third of the amazing performance. That's some niggas. That nigga was perfect. That nigga made everybody in the mouth put off his shirt. He called himself Andre 2000 for a week. It was good. Tell you, man. I ain't gonna argue that. You say so, you know what I'm saying? Y'all rap great. We be doing. But I don't know. ATL changed it because, yes, sir, I agree with that. It really did open up the fact that all types of singers they bring in one place called Atlanta. Atlanta wasn't just like Miami. It wasn't just one song. So it was something else. It was like a tribe. The dope tribe. Knowing the series, so it was amazing. So, yeah, but State of Battle. Oh, I got good like that. That's good. I'm trying to say couple things yesterday. One of them built a platform. One of them like humanity, far more complex and far more deep in terms of studies ancient civilization, law, technology, sacred texts, power structures, and the possibility of reality itself may not be what we think it is. Here it is deeper to the practical university, from knowledge, state power networks, establishing the official narrative, and the act. These are questions about who controls knowledge and why.
I got you. I had to. We on that stage, bro. That was a good ass fucking fight, man. Hey, y'all gotta go AFK. Me and Dude gotta go one more time, man. Come on.
Pay your respects. Throne defender.
Your fucking tribal is nice though, bro. Oh man. Get another guy up in here that got the good Triborg. I forgot his name. Coolum. Yeah, Coolum. That's my dude. That nigga made a video on YouTube not too long ago. Clean combos. He's crazy. Oh man. Ooh man. Yeah, I used to spar with him a little bit, but he's way different than me.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Okay, these are those are aliens, UFOs, and what I thought for years ago, I heard some things be understood. Not really like
Triborg wins.
You know, so I got
Pay your respects.
and Giant TV as well. You know, they recognize talent.
The talent, motherfucking lying, saying all kind of shit. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. The talent. Alright. Oh, let's listen. Let's watch this one.
One of the great challenges
is knowing enough about a subject to think you're right. XAI team was there to unveil Grok 4. This is the latest artificial intelligence system.
When someone asked Grok AI a question about the resurrection of Jesus, nobody expected the response to spark so much controversy. The user wasn't asking about the version of the story found in the traditional Western Bible.
Round one, fight.
What the resurrection looks like in ancient
Shit, nigga was looking like Sub-Zero. I should have ducked low.
Round two, fight.
Damn. Okay. Ah!
Finish him.
Yeah.
Kano wins.
I was playing so bad right there. I tried to give you a 10. What happened?
hit like and subscribe because the
There
church
is a new
never
king.
I don't know what happened.
we did. We're never supposed to see now. To truly understand what Brock uncovered and why it's causing this kind of reaction,
Triborg.
we first have to understand what the Ethiopian Bible actually is. Because most people in the Western world have never been taught it exists, and that gap in knowledge is the entire reason this story matters. The Bible, sitting on most people's shelves, has 66 books. The Ethiopian Bible
Round one, fight. Round two, fight.
The Cypher Initiative lives on.
Final round, fight.
Crazy. Crazy work, bro.
Triborg wins. Pay your respects.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
There is a new king.
You wanna go out?
Triborg. Triborg.
Most Christians alive today have no idea Christ ever existed. Here's something that puts that in perspective. Ethiopia has been a nation since the
Round
4th century,
1. Fight.
making it one of the oldest Christian civilizations on earth. It's old. Still
That shit started. That's my remote acting weird right there. I'm not even doing that. What the fuck was that? Remote's acting weird, bro. I'm not lying. I don't know what that was. Weird. Bro, oh my goodness, I just like, I don't know what happened.
Final round. Fight.
Nice. Yo.
Now, a couple of concepts. It said the real picture that you see it.
Man, good fight. you got that combo, man. I'm about to save that shit. I need to learn that, bro. Your shit good. That shit was good, guys. Combo.
24-hour
There is a new
That might save my life one day. You know what I'm saying?
Ethiopia is also
That was clean, bro. Oh man, we already know all that. What my shit in? I was just watching.
Welcome back to the coolest.
Liu Kang.
Look, we got a major story here today.
Shit ain't like that.
But I just need a
Oh,
little
it's
bit
you.
more time so we can put these details.
Jeez.
Look, don't skip a thing. We will get lost in the sauce. I need to search outlets to jump out there and hang themselves. So that it just makes this video a lot better so we can fully understand the manipulation of what's been going on. But I'm not trying to convince you of anything. I'm just trying to show you the possibilities of this world that we live in. But look, man, if y'all want to journey with me, go ahead and subscribe, share these videos with your friends and your families. And just know if you're going through a tough time, you're not in by yourself. You're going through this thing called life together.
Northern man claims to have been kidnapped from the dolphins, forced to live under the water for years. They won't talk about it. So Lee County Sheriff's Department reported early one Monday morning of a man socially raped, stolen his grown research in the tank. He's severely dehydrated and very disordered. And what the deputy was even so they see this big underwater process. And the man found that doctors approached him like a criminal viewpoint. And they put him to a site that supports people low service where they needed help building structures. And what I find interesting is that both the deputies that they used the dolphins communicating and to accuse a critic. Now y'all know it is actually very illegal to communicate with dolphins. It is said that dolphins hold secrets of ancient secrets and that it's a way to keep in because dolphins are very highly intelligent. He basically said that the leader like that was orchestrating this whole project was scary. And the girl is what helped him do on the work that girl handled the grief situation. Which I'm assuming was like some type of air pocket or air bubble. But like I mentioned before, he had long elaborate footprint in the sand. And the deputy described that he had been a concern about cities, towns, condos. And the man messaged said the office was satisfied with his work and related to construction, so they sent him back and they was like, well, that's the issue for phase 2. So they're not there. And the phase 2 did, so they put him to the hospital. He was then there was no sign that he was, delirium or anything, like there was nothing going on. Like he was perfectly fine. But the weirdest thing of all is, they did say that him, of course. So they found seawater and marine particles in his lungs. Public because that he had extended exposure to seawater without typical lungs. So what they found was information that let me know that he was very deep in the water. And he didn't have any type of lung damage. And like I said, he said he was down in the blue. And another crazy thing about this whole thing is, this man has a master's in aerospace engineering. And he has finished work on DC technology process. It looks like the dolphins use that this man was a very experienced engineer that worked in the DC. That's just a dolphin. Some people don't say it's all made up. But it's literally fact that there was so much stuff in his lungs that showed that he was underwater for a long period of time, but no longer. Which showed that he was so interesting. Everybody knows that dolphins are violent, motivated. I heard how to do it like the word team up to them. But this is crazy. But you know what y'all think the comments about that?
There are more than 10 known Anunnaki reptilian hybrid species described in the human organization, but they all trace back to one original bloodline. Fallen ancestors, the Hovian Anunnaki, aliens of the spectrum, which are bipedal people, seated by the wicked Anu Ibrahim feline athletic apes. It is these Jehovian Anunnaki who are being worshipped as Yahweh, Jehovah, Father God in Judaism and Christianity, and as Allah in Islam. Jehovian Anunnaki run the Galactic Federation, and are also associated with Metatron, Enoch, the Urantia book, and Miracles channeling,
Smoky.
and Fallout. Ricky Holloway just answered why it's illegal to talk to dolphins.
I think so too.
So Ricky Holloway just showed up and said he was kidnapped by dolphins and forced to build on the water.
Round 1. Fight.
Alrighty. Oh, again. Not again. Come here. Go. Oh. It didn't come out. Slide, alright.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh man, what the fuck's going on? I need a miracle. Or going to come back on your comrade. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh! Oh come on! I can't be out of reach. I can't be out of reach. Hey! No! Hey! No! It didn't come out. What the fuck, man? Damn. How many times I'm gonna catch you and not fucking get you? Man. Fuck, man. That was bullshit. Had you, man.
Triborg. Raiden.
But the more we learn about Ricky, the more his story is starting not to sound so crazy. So a little bit about Ricky's background. Ricky has a degree in MIT. And he worked for a decade at a company called Lockheed Martin, which I had to Google. Because I don't even know what that is. Turns out that's an aerospace and defense program. And he specializes in advanced composite materials in commercial vehicles designed for deep sea exploration. Now, when he left the hospital, it was concluded that he had no drugs, no alcohol in his system. He had no head trauma. He was, for lack of a better word, fine. And I tell you what they did find in his system. A routine X-ray and fluid examination found a trace amount of salt water in his lungs, specifically saline matching samples that are found 50 or 60 feet offshore. Or they found microscopic samples of diatoms and plankton residue. Now, you understand, this is not consistent with, free diving or exploration swimming. It's almost like this long fish exposed to a large amount of water for a long period of time. Almost like he was breathing water. There was no inflammation, there was no damage. And all this is coming from a professional analysis. I mean, is this why he made it for us to talk or interact with dogs? I don't know. That'd be something, right? Well, he's definitely on to something, bro.
Yeah, think about that, man. Like, okay. He's not your average person. That's what I get from him. He's not your average person. He's not your average crazy person. All of a sudden, he's just crazy. I think it's definitely a real reason why, because people used to get burped and amongst the dolphins, and the dolphins somehow help assist.
Pay your respect.
Like,
I missed that whole fight, but whoever won, I'm giving them a 10. Hey. Oh, Raiden beat CYRAX. Hey, Raiden, I want to fight Raiden then. What's up, Raiden?
Communicate with the dolphins. You've heard the scientists say that the dolphins
come on here, Raiden,
beyond our wildest belief, and that they're somehow connected like a hive mind. I did a video yesterday, and they were talking about the quantum realm, and they said
this video just started over by itself.
Learn how to speak to ants.
What?
Then they would, show themselves type shit. Okay. If learning how to speak to ants communicate how through pheromones. Pretty much, they can communicate like a hive mind as well. They tell us that we're collective consciousness. Right? That's why I always say we all have the bits and pieces. Somehow all of this stuff lines up, and they want to keep us from the information. Just like, the 5G towers and stuff like that, they interrupt our biofields and our communication. So therefore, everybody thinks that us speaking telepathically and us having a higher abilities that we can't tap into is crazy, but we can't, because it's being suppressed.
Oh, okay.
A police officer at the scene told me to never sue the driver who crashed into me after my car accident. I took his advice and got $100,000 for my accident without suing, without going to court, and without dealing with insurance directly. At first I thought he was out of his mind, Everyone sues after accidents, right? That's just what you do. That's how you get justice. That's how you get paid. But this officer looked at me and said, you can do it that way if you want. Spend the next year and a half in court. Pay thousands up front. Hope it works out. Or I can tell you about something most people don't know exists. I asked him what he meant. He said police officers see hundreds of car accidents. They see what happens to victims who sue. Most of them wait over a year, spend thousands, and end up frustrated. But then he started hearing about accident victims who were getting massive paid.
I couldn't get out of there.
Third day for that scene. No court, no insurance matters. Just results. He called it the cheat code for getting paid after an accident. I was skeptical.
All right, so I can go AFK. I'm ready for my rematch.
This stuff every day is telling me there's a better way.
No?
I should listen.
Oh,
If you've
okay.
been in any car
It was worth a shot.
past year, even as a passenger, you need to hear what he told me.
A social media post is going viral, claiming a Florida man was kidnapped by dolphins and forced to build an underwater city. And Lee County deputies found him wandering near the Sanibel Causeway. Well, it all turned out to be a hoax, but the post is gaining traction online.
Fox News reporter Mohammed Abdulkali is taking a deep dive into why someone would make a post like this.
You know, when you see a camera on the beach, people will come up to you and ask you what you're doing. Well, I'm telling people, yeah, we're doing the story. A person literally posted on Facebook saying that a man kidnapped by dolphins. Like, come on, like, can you believe that? Well, here's what the police report says. So, a fake report is claiming that this man was kidnapped by dolphins to build an underwater city here in Lee County. The Sanibel Causeway and Fort Myers Beach was on it as well. The post now has the attention of the Lee County Sheriff's Office. This post has thousands of likes and shares online. You've probably seen it at least once. It's gotta be fake, or the guy's on something. A post claiming a Florida man was arrested after someone found him soaking wet and drawing blueprints in the sand along the Sanibel Causeway. It goes on to say the man claimed he was kidnapped by dolphins and forced to build an underwater city. It's clearly not real, but the post says that Lee County deputies were involved. They're just somebody's wasted their time.
That'd be cool. It'd be cool to have a little underground water. So we built my dolphins, but it's like, you know.
In order to find out why would someone fabricate a post like this, John Joyce, the CEO of CRS Technology Consultants in Fort Myers, says people do it for attention.
And the whole idea is to get a thing in as many hands as possible to drive traffic, to drive clicks, to drive their own, Air Force news source, whatever that might be, all intended to get attention. Because at the end of the day, even a viral post can drive up traffic, turn into dollars.
We reached out to the Lee County Sheriff's Office. They told us to never arrest the man mentioned in this post, and the deputy in the story doesn't exist.
I said, yeah, anybody would be my husband because he's so interested in dolphins. He was part of that development. And, maybe we should hang out and see if the dolphin comes back.
Now, the moral of the story is that you should always make sure you fact check to make sure you're not spreading any false information like we just did with the Lee County Sheriff's Office earlier today about the story. But for now, reporting live here in Lee County, I'm Mohammed Abdulkali. I'm Chris News.
And this is just proof that mind control is real.
This is a short-term disruption for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain for the long-term gain.
Short-term pain be for long-term gain.
We're going to have some short-term pain with long-term gain.
Short-term pain for a long-term gain.
Short-term pain, yes. And we've got some long-term gain. Short-term spike for a long-term gain.
Some short-term pain for American consumers. We may have to deal with that in the short term. Short-term and temporary.
Temporary, short-term pain.
It's going to suck in the short term.
Some short-term pain. The short-term.
You have to understand that media is mind control. And no, this is not no conspiracy theory reach. Studies in cognitive psychology have shown that if a person hears a statement repeatedly, they are more likely to believe it's true, regardless of the actual factual basis. Your brain uses repetition as a shortcut to credibility. And I know some people are going to say, oh, well, they're the news, so of course they have a script. And to them, I say,
and make America great again. Make America great again. Make America great again. And we will make America great again.
The fact is, you can get people to buy into almost anything through repetition. And if you want to find out just how deep the rabbit hole goes, then check out this video on YouTube. Or you can check out this movie. Oh, and by the way, this video
is for entertainment purposes only.
Business owners, this is the part that no one explains. The steps to stay legally compliant. That's why we use legal tools. When we first ordered the burden of proof, there wasn't a legal playbook for non-alcoholic bottle shops, and I didn't have time to become an expert in state filing. I didn't have my hands full trying to figure out how to run a business, and I just needed to know that we weren't missing something important. During my first year in business, engagement client services helped us stay on top of it. It made it clear what needed to happen and when. Filings were handled accurately and nothing slipped through the cracks. That meant we could focus on running the shop without worrying about missing state filing deadlines and incurring fees. And if we ever want a dedicated person to handle it for us, we'll use Legal's concierge services. Leave compliance for the pros so that you can focus on growing your business. Go to Legal Gym today.
You got kids? Even if you...
Oh, bro. I tried the low sweep.
Because if you were in a car accident in the last year, you could be owed a large cash payment and not even know it. Even if you weren't driving, all you have to do is click the link in this video, answer 5 simple questions about your accident, and see if you have a case that could be worth money, like this, or even like this. If the accident wasn't your fault and it happened in the last 12 months, you could be owed a lot more than you think. And this doesn't just apply to drivers. If you were a passenger in an Uber, walking, riding a bike or on a motorcycle, you may still qualify. Most people never check, and insurance companies are hoping you don't. So, don't skip this. Click the link and see what your case could be worth. People all over the country have already received checks for tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they did it without going to court. That's because there's money already set aside for accidents like these. For example, Stacy didn't think her accident was a big deal, but
no.
She ended up.
I didn't think you was gonna get it. Damn.
And if your accident wasn't your fault, you may be able to get money for the time you missed at
Man,
work.
what the fuck is this commercial plan?
Suffering, damage to your car.
There we go. So y'all let me know in the comments down below. Do you get the point? They're gonna do this over and over again. They're controlled. That's why, like out of all the stories that they covered, why did they cover the dog food? It's dog parks on it. It's dog parks. And they want to communicate to people that it's not real. Why? Out of all stories, when did the news start covering quote-unquote fake stories about dogs? You gotta really sit down with yourself and think about that. Why would they waste their time talking about that? Are they bombing Iran and stuff like that currently? Why would they be talking about dogs? Why would that matter? I think critically. Hey, check this out.
It's not okay. This is real life and you can get out. Call me for me. For my candy. He goes somewhere. I don't remember Jonah Bart's name. You show me where Jonah Bart is and somebody said you want to cry.
Why did they change that? Looking at it, the Cosby Show in the original version, you see they're talking about Jonah Bart. In the streaming version, it's altered. My question is, why take that out? Why go to the trouble of something that's already pre-taped, pre-recorded, pre-edited? For what reason? Obviously, there's a reason for that, and the question is, how many things do they do that? You're going to do it to the Cosby Show. You think they ain't going to do it to me? You think they're not going to do it to the historical event? Why such a manpower and why devote that energy to changing something that's so simplistic as the Cosby Show? We all cross this, and somebody sent it to me, and it's
and I'm sending it to everybody.
I have no idea why they would actually edit that and then put it out on streaming services. How many things are like that? How many things that we see or we show this thing like TV, or we call it in the yellow thing, or people call it nuts, and people say we're misremembering, and then they actually are changing things. It's bigger than the Cosby Show. I don't even know if you get any other unusual suspects, because it's obviously happening. After left field cross, because spot on, great catch.
Oh, come on, I got hold. I got hold right there, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, started right.
It took long.
3 kids, one in college, and
All right, it's time to step it up.
1960s. Rain. Just like in my other videos, look on my posts. Paradise, shows the day and night, controls.
Round 2. Fight.
Think about the cartoons.
Cyborg wins.
Our city is under siege, and these vigilante rebels as your side of the head in our hands.
Just with a man on. In Texas, kids have a citizen person. Oh, no surprise. He's proud. Even if you trouble.
First and foremost, huge fan, Mr. Pataki.
No, not of love.
Seen attempted demon possession. Seen that the moon is actually a fake thing and it's not supposed to be here. That's what keeps us suppressed as well, and they recycle our memories when we pass it back. The sun is where we come from. The sun got rid of the moon. Lightning.
Volcano eruption.
because it's the control early, but all in that 1960 start from. But can't help yourself destroying nature. I ain't gotta pay for that.
Let's debunk the Simpsons mystery. Reagan
Park was a military base in Canada where they experimented on and children in a top secret government project called MK Ultra. Then you've got Chester Bennington, the lead singer of Linkin Park, who was working on a documentary for child trafficking. And he had to hurt himself in the middle of that production. Same with Avicii and Anthony Bourdain, who were working on it as well.
Round 1.
So, do you think that's fake? Or did he know what he was going to do with his fame? Like, you name your band off of, like, something that you're going to work on in this world? I don't know. What do you guys think? That's too weird to say it was just mental health. Like, all three of them?
Think about it. Remember the police officers that seen the tape of? Did I say her name? Y'all say it in the comments down below. They seen it. We already covered this. I want to see if y'all are understanding it. They seen a certain somebody that ran as president that didn't get elected. What's up, the babies? The tape, filling off faces and stuff like that. And the officer started throwing up. And then all of a sudden, all 9 of them. I think they run themselves. Pew pew. This is a trend, right? Y'all picking up on the patterns? As soon as they found out something, especially early on, they know these people are going to tell because most people are not as bad as we would like to think sometimes. There's a lot of people that do their jobs for the right reasons and they have the right intentions. Those people are pew-pew because they're not going to go with the program. You're not going to be able to control everybody. Let's get back to it.
We don't actually die when you die according to the CIA. Let's talk about it a little bit. For the past about 2 years now, my hyperfixation/special interest has been
see a way I'm lining them up, man. Smash that like button.
Government/military, CYRAX, and FOIA logs and all kinds of declassified CIA information. Besties, when I tell you the more you read, the weirder this fucking universe gets, and the more things don't make sense, but also simultaneously make sense, especially if you're empathetic to food, and or in the sense of the word reason. It makes so much more sense, but it also leaves me with like actually more questions. So let's just read this fun little snippet and talk about it, because I want to keep this a little 3-minute snippet. Since memory is a function of consciousness and therefore enjoys the same internal character as the consciousness which accounts for its existence, it must be admitted that when consciousness returns to the absolute, aka the energy of everything that is, it brings with it all the memories that is accumulated in reality. The return of consciousness to the absolute does not imply the extinction of the separate entity which the consciousness organized and sustained in reality. Rather, it suggests a differentiated consciousness which merges with and participates in the universal consciousness and infinity of the absolute, without losing the separate identity and the self-knowledge which is memory superposed. So when you die, your consciousness just becomes part of the collective universal consciousness, but you retain all of your memories and all of the things that happen throughout your life. It also talks about how we're telepathic, how our brains bounce whenever our work and our brains are achieved. It also talks about how our breathing and stuff eating and food makes our brains and our hearts basically complete a self-sustaining pleasure feedback loop. And if that gets disturbed, it basically puts us in fight or flight, survival, scarcity, lack mindset, which is where most of us are being forced at right now. Everything is energy and frequency, and they know it. They know we're connected to the Schumann resonance. They know the specific hertz that fuck with specific parts of us, you guys. And it's all connected to the weird patterns that they have with all the different sensors and shit in our phones that Sabrina Wallace and Edward Stone have been talking about this entire time. I cannot stress to y'all how much the government and the military knows about the human body and energy and the way that frequency and all of this manipulation distorts us. They know we don't die. They know what happens in the future. They can predict it with 100% accuracy. It also says in this paper. Project Looking Glass, they know they lead in the end. They know they're distorting all of us and that everything is fake and that it's all a hologram, a simulation. They fucking know. So what are you going to do about it? How are you going to do the
So what are you going to do about it? Whoa. Yo. Oh.
Kung Jin wins.
Do you have a glass? In all the powerful need, source, underlying everything. You know, I'm an intelligent boy. Why?
Give it up, son.
But also, there's a 30-page CIA document that is a step-by-step manual on how to astrally project and a bunch of secrets of the universe. Now, this is 1983, right in the time for Project Stargate, which allowed these men to remote view, psychically spy at any time period, including the future. And the document also reveals that anybody can do it. It also warns that you might run into not-so-friendly entities. All you have to do is turn in headphones and relaxation techniques, and you play one pitch frequency in one ear and a different pitch frequency in the other ear. And it synchronizes the left and the right side of the brain. And it also reveals that reality is just a construct of our minds. Basically, hologram theory. It also reveals that physical matter, there is no physical matter. Which this has pretty much been proven with quantum physics. And anybody who doesn't know, we're just molecules. Everything we touch as molecules. Our molecules go into them. Their molecules go back into us. And by quantum mechanics, we shouldn't be able to grasp it. We should be able to walk through a wall. So the way it describes it is that all physical matter is oscillating energy grid, or oscillating energy grid, orbiting at a very high speed. Which is kind of interesting, because these 3D holograms that you can touch, that's exactly what it is. It's little tiny beads orbiting at a very high speed, so high that you touch it. You might be thinking, oh, that's an actual physical ball, though. Well, amazing. It's just like oscillating energy grid over oscillating energy grid, tiny little one that makes up the larger oscillating energy grid. So the giant oscillating energy grid that we witness, a little fractal of it. And so the funny thing about this document, page 25 is missing, which of course was a page that revealed how to obtain consciousness, how to obtain absolution, how to obtain God. Because the forbidden knowledge since the beginning, missing for 20 years, and they claimed they never had it. And then all of a sudden, like, pops back out of Vice magazine. That's an article about this mysterious, page 25, ordeal, and then immediately after, the Roe institution releases the full report
The second most recognized climate engineer, Dr. Ken Caldera, stating what he did for the DoD was to design methods of spraying pathogens into clouds to infect the population.
Quick match, say putting pathogens in a cloud, then would rain down on your enemy.
The only outbreak of CV-19 is 1.85 countries were infected in 3 days. That's indicative of an airborne dispersion. We know for Italian researchers, they found CV-19 attached to airborne particulates. We know from our precipitation testing, we have polymer fibers and graphene in our rain. Those two elements are used militarily as biological carrier platforms to carry the pathogens from the clouds to the ground to infect the population below. Why is that in our rain right now? Could they much more? Certainly they could.
Anastasia, I told you guys that the Romanovs and the Rothschilds have beef with each other. You're not going to believe this. They're telling you in the movie that the Rothschilds succeeded the Romanovs. Look, this is where they unite, Anastasia and her grandma. And watch. Pay close attention. Did you see that?
Watch.
Would you look at that? The red shield, the double-headed wings of the Rothschild. Look. 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 Okay. Are you seeing it now? They told us right to our face.
This is Apple. This is Android. Now, both of these are the prominent two cell phone major distributors in the entire world. They are competitive to the point where we have factions that say, are you Apple or are you Android? What's interesting about both of these logos is I've always wondered, why is Apple doing this sign of light taken out of it? And I'm trying to is this representative of taking light in the garden of people? Only back the tree of knowledge and good and evil.
1 second.
Where you have
Shut up.
That came from the enemy that was put in our face and I'm going to take you and die. Then
Triborg wins. Flawless victory.
My bad, bro.
Sons born on earth who married the daughters of Adam. Those who from heaven to earth came. They are Elohim in the Bible.
The prophet Moses in the Old Testament says he was given a vision by God. He saw the earth that was a destruction, desolation of the world, and a vision taking him back to an ancient time.
He focused on the fellowship, which is the beginning, and God created the heaven and the earth. How do we see the story of creation starts with the second letter of the alphabet, not with the first letter, the alphabet. If you eat the alphabet, which many somewhere along the way by it becomes the sheep, the sheep, the father of the human, created the heaven and the earth. So this was created
It's getting real.
Oh man, you know what?
Now they're saying that you put mRNA vaccination shots in our meat now. You know what that means? That's population control. Get serious, man. You don't believe it on the club.
Lobbyists for the cattlemen and pork associations in several states have confirmed that they using mRNA COVID vaccines on their livestock. Attorney Tom Rams has been warning that there is no law requiring anyone to give informed consent for vaccine food. There are no laws requiring anyone to tell you the food you are buying has been vaxxed with the spike protein clot shot. The UK recently passed into law the genetic technology for precision breeding.
Stop playing too much.
The Environmental Protection Act of 1990 to exclude references to precision-bred organisms so far as they relate to marketing.
You stole that last win from me, bro.
Is another term for gene edited. So now in the UK, food that's been gene edited can be legally marketed as non-GMO. And if this UK gene edited meat makes its way to America, it can be labeled.
It's getting real. They don't have to tell us what they're doing. Time makes no.
What if I told you that Michelle Obama is hiding a secret more significant than many would realize that literally affects all of us? And I'm not talking about some fringe internet rumors. I'm talking about something that is completely confirmed. Starting in 2009, when the Obamas took presidency, something interesting happened at the White House, which many people wonder the hypocrisy of. Michelle Obama was said to be behind the setup of an organic garden at the White House. And she used it to promote, healthy eating initiatives for kids. And that is literally confirmed. She had an organic vegetable garden started in 2009, part of a major healthy eating initiative. So that's what they read. But at the same time, these were the people in the White House. These are the people in Monsanto. And here's the overlap, where people working at the White House for the government were also lobbying for Monsanto's GMOs to basically take over the food supply. So it's almost like don't get you-know-what on your own supply. For us, we should eat Monsanto's genetically modified food that's banned all over the world. But if you're living in the White House, you got fresh organic vegetables. Now, it's interesting though. She established a garden on the South Lawn growing organic fruits, vegetables, and herbs for the family first and guests, emphasizing fresh, healthy food. But that's not what the people working in the freaking government were up to. They wanted the food that's banned in 70 countries around the world that has patented DNA sequences that is all discontrolled. So what the Sam damage with that? I will say there's never been a more important time in history to make sure that your DNA is being boosted and rejuvenated and that you're detoxing the crazy chemicals that we're exposed.
As the FDA, we are responsible for everything there. High fructose corn syrup that causes obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Jesus. Approved. Put it on everything. Fake meat and fast food. So we can distribute a lot of it everywhere. Fake. I don't fucking know. No. Approved. Let's put fluoride in drinking water. It destroy your brain, but it keep your teeth healthy. You lost me at healthy, but approved. A cookie made entirely of plastic glue.
King of the Hill.
What cookie? An Oreo. Artificial ice cream gum that never melts, made from a beaver ass. I love beaver ass. Approved. Poison and brand preservatives that keep it quote unquote fresher for longer. Is that poison? Approved. Aspartame that causes dementia, seizures, and strokes. BHT for cosmetics and pharmaceuticals that causes cancer. Toxins and medicines and facial creams? Yes. Then approved. Food dye. What is all the little things in foods so they can be hydrated? Scorpion. Cancer. Approved. Magic mushrooms that come entirely from the earth that expands your consciousness and help you grow into your true self. Is it harmful? No. Illegal. alcohol that literally ages you, causes cancer, destroys your kidneys, tastes horrible, is the leading death rate in America every single year, destroys your liver, and is a literal drug that kills you from the inside out.
Tell me what. Filled with this is more than a hospital. It's what every visit turns into an experience. We're major here. This is where discoveries are made. Photos of joy by vision. Everybody, please live together. We're going for wellness. We're taking it.
Round 2, fight.
5:30 in the video with Gemini 3 lets you build higher aspects of the tools that lets with single thought inspired.
Finish him. Scorpion wins.
And refine some of the
Pay your respects.
Normalize.
Throne defense.
The funny part about it is that seems like that shit be really good. Let's be real, they improving everything, man. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, you get a car, you get a car, you get an illness, you get an illness, you get an illness.
Exactly.
That comes a lot of that comes from like real cheap ingredients. That comes from oh man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm bust down a few of those cookies. Detox so I'm not eating those cookies anymore. Just make an effort to do better. I gotta do better. Cookies are busted. I ain't gonna lie, the terrible ingredients. Busted, but some her. She did test it. You see, I need that.
Well, you've been in that room all day, ain't you? I see how you used to be in that room all day.
Forget the solves of your own selves and hit the center of change. You must draw them out.
All day.
So nobody can lose the fact that it's coming. Only then will you be able to stand in the fire of the great soul of life. But strongest people will go planet of man. Yes, the snow is full of this. Every member from their land.
Oh, I thought you was gambling on the PlayStation.
Worms to break their hold. But the Eskimos, fight will take up the space they stole. More clean, the current will find them.
Okay, pay the nigga if he beat me on the game. I ain't sending him shit. I'm sorry. Hell no, he's gonna call me a sorry loser.
Your gland is the cosmic gateway. Your brain's antenna to the higher dimensions.
Remember, they call somebody that don't pay up when you lose a bet. I ain't giving no nigga no money on no game.
The Galactic Federation, every single
No nigga I don't know like that. You know what I'm saying? If I told my homeboy, I said, if you beat this dude right here, I gave him like some weed or something. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never just paid no nigga online to beat me, bro. It ain't happening.
hour and a half recording. And one of the things that they're
throwing away money at that point.
The group called the Collective, otherwise known as the White House, are essentially messaging encrypted messages to all of the Illuminati members or the shadow government members. Okay, we're talking celebrities, musicians, politicians.
She called me a few times.
Government officials, military.
Yeah, but when you lose it, that's what I'm saying. It don't seem so tight. And you're like, damn, now you the sucker that lost $1,000 online.
They will be exposed. You would think that with the Epstein files, that's already a threat in and of itself, but they're taking it to the next level. Now, I don't know if they're getting exposed for being a part of the shadow government, the Illuminati. I don't know if they're going to get exposed in being a reptilian shapeshifter. I don't know if they're going to be exposed in maybe some of the blackmail tapes, like say the Epstein or the Diddy tapes, or other tapes that were created that were not part of Epstein and Diddy. But essentially, right, we are in the midst of seeing celebrities, musicians, canceling their world tours right now. We're seeing massive, huge CEOs stepping down off of their positions because of these threats that are coming from the White House. Now, on top of that, the shadow government, in order to combat this situation, they are pushing back and reaching out to their members and saying, we're going to give you over there. Fame. We're going to give
I'm watching this one nigga show, his channel. He be just he was sending clips and he just do like
their promise.
You know, he do like reaction videos
right now. There was another thing about reptilians and clones, and I'll just mention one more thing, but please go check out the entire thing. It's season 2026, episode 3, okay? Of the Galactic Federation summits and essentially season of planet Earth. And so they were saying that.
Oh yeah, thank you. Throw it all away. You know you finna lose now. Look at that. You ain't tired up. Still losing. Come on.
Figures were actually shape-shifting reptilians, and because the frequency is getting to a point where it's so high, the reptilian shape-shifting technology can't exist in that higher frequency. So in order to avoid the reptilians getting exposed,
you threw that thing already at me?
They would rather replace them with clones because the technology can exist in the higher frequency. So crazy.
This is the collider thing. I don't understand why they're spending $1 trillion on this new thing. This is a collider, LHC, in Switzerland, and now they're going to be build a bigger one. And see how big it is, right? What are they trying to do here? Are they really trying to figure out particle physics? Maybe, maybe not. All right, guys, Jacob Frank. What Jacob Frank tells us is
Jacob Frank.
There are different dimensions. Okay? And another dimension is Big Brother, who's a friend of his, but he's stuck in his dimension. He's trying to come to our dimension, but he's at home. So what's certain that's what we're trying to do, right? Is we trying to discover particle physics, or is it trying to break the dimensions, like it did with the nuclear bomb? You understand? People believe that the nuclear bomb is really about creating an interdimensional portal for people to come into. And now we're saying, is it possible the CERN particle accelerator is trying to bring in these interdimensional demons to our world to conquer us, enslave us? That would make a lot more sense in particle physics, okay, guys?
I'm gonna try to like comes back so I can bring it apart and then go back and get it. That way I can bring back stuff.
Alright. Got a little food, now I'm ready to fight. Wait, what happened?
I'm gonna watch the movie. They say the movie's not about to come out.
Oh, the game fucked up now, y'all. The new Mortal Kombat, you said?
Watch, this show's gonna be good.
My shit froze. I can't do nothing. My shit froze, so I can't do nothing. Yo. I can't do nothing.
Why did it?
Yo, my shit was froze, yo.
For real. Wow. What the hell is going on at the Hoover Dam, guys? Why are those statues there? Why are those statues
okay, it's working now.
Why are those statues material? Why do those statues keep everyone out the damn places that they shouldn't be? Some are in the middle of nowhere.
Hey, shut up.
People are saying at one point that those statues will possibly come alive. Stop please. Because there's no reason for those statues to be scared. And it's always like the only statue. It's a thing that's pain. And guys that I know nothing about it from home. Stop please. If I'm ever at one of these places and I stare at a statue and it moves,
Round 2.
you never did that.
You know, and think about it on the serious note, like the movie Transformers, who was hitting over the dam? The dam, yeah. Well, let's take it even a step further. Let me know in the comments that last thing I just told y'all. But water. Every time we see a pool on TV shows and movies, what is it? It's water, right? The Hoover Dam creates water, electricity. It's a perfect environment to create a massive amount of energy to manipulate water. Water has what? Intelligence, memories. You think it could create portal information that it's been holding since the beginning of time? It's like, let that sink in. Think about it a little bit. No, I'm not a scientist or anything, but if I were, I'd be doing some stuff. Boy, I ain't gonna lie to you. Why am I doing it?
So President Trump is aware of the existence of these aliens and have been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria.
Well, I know I can't tell you what it was anyway.
Who was I playing with, bro? I don't even remember.
It's not a big deal. It's not something frightening, no. But I just, you know, so obviously it's something.
Who the fuck was I just playing with, bro?
It's not a problem.
I honestly don't remember. I know. Oh, it was Scorpion. I couldn't even pick my person a while ago. So.
Positioned at the planet's inner center. That central sun provides continuous illumination, and because it never rises or sets, the whole world remains in perpetual daylight. Night, in the usual sense, never arrives. Sunsets, sunrises, and stars never appear. One exception is mentioned. A limited region of dimness known as the Land of Awful Shadow. Its gloom is described as a localized effect, an area that falls under a fixed shadow cast by the stationary central sun, a particular point of the inner world surface. Daylight effectively unbroken, the account connects the environment. Time, day, life. It's described as regular, difficult, and nice. Events and differently. Aging is described as unclear or slow in fact, while basic needs of eating and sleeping still continue. Incident drops and outbreaks observations measured in practice seems. A dark is described as a place that can be engaged through portals, gateways, or frequency-based access points. The legends claim that access becomes possible when a person's inner state aligns with those dark creations. Rather than emphasizing ordinary travel, the story world emphasizes resonance. When the correct energetic threshold is reached, the individual is said to be able to enter into the inner layers that exist below to the surface. These portals initiation, or activation. Human perception is portrayed as expandable through shifts in consciousness that allow quantum parallel continuums. Inner Earth is described as a time-layered field. Multiple timelines or bands of existence set to coexist in the same perpetual sphere. This as a kind of sliding access between realities, sometimes framed as transitory, crossing from one layer of the world to another, two-dimensional spaces. In the same digital frame, such objects are believed to have increased in modern times, with the idea that the planetary environment is undergoing shifts that make these interfaces available.
I'm such a huge that is horrible. It's all reality. It's all.
Here's this on me. You think the part is learning to learn. It's not considered easily compressed. That's why.
This is going to be another video for.
Pay your respects.
Being replaced layer by
Defended.
reality.
Read. Tribal.
You used to be grounded in direct. You lived through it. But now, reality is mediated. You don't experience events anymore. You experience coverage. Pre-framed interpretations of ideas.
Y'all see what we built into? The program. Well, this video was so layered. I appreciate y'all for tapping up. I think I smashed that right button.
Personality, costume, persona, map, headline, especially players a political not living inside of reality, living inside of a symbolic state. Symbols become dominant. Symbols become dominant. Doesn't need to be accurate. It just needs to be repeatable, emotionally charged, recognizable, and socially that. Brains figure this out first. Because we don't buy products, we buy a store of ourselves. So that's a word that you're constantly writing. When it comes to the ultimate word, run, it needs to run. Specifically, run the word market is likely that. So ownership is active, putting the room of that. You're using by advertising with everything is what you're going to buy, who you're going to put. So they're mediated reality. This is why the world is very possible. It feels inactive. The whole active because it is.
Get ready because the masses
This is not even exactly. This is not even spoken to about the woman. That's how he's looking at the our factor theory. She literally said they are not the people. You know what they did? And she also said they're better than actually part of the theory. She knew they were not the people. She literally said they didn't believe, and yet the whole world did nothing. And you know what happened? She died. And she was telling people back then that they weren't. I didn't know how they felt now. Like now people are waking up, but back then it's like that shit was the craziest thing to hear. The truth coming out.
It is going to honor you because you're human and I'm human. I am human. Still, put it myself in the past.
Leatherface.
We're not going to go now.
It's a work, buddy.
Yeah, no, it's integrity. It's a company. We print. They said they'd rather replace the reptilians with clones. Think about that in the beginning of the video. All this stuff back. This is what
Buddy, everybody, take off. Oh my god. Opening is train, grab, platform, and it's there's a symbol in the middle that is probably Illuminati.
I keep thinking now it's 2010.
This is the vision from Spider-Man. His father was current comics, and he was a biologist. He lost his arm and began to do reptile research with regeneration. He decided to use the reptile DNA regeneration and use it in himself, thus changing him into a reptile hybrid, where he became completely fighting down into the sewers underground. This is where Spider-Man kicks in. He has a gun to fight. Cold temperatures slow this weapon down, and high-pitched frequencies like bells or supersonic weapons will happen all the time. Interesting. So we see this pattern. He's fighting something that is reptilian, humanoid, and is primal and dwells underground and is real. Now he has to get pictures to confirm that this is real because no one believes him. Coincidence?
The land plan embraces the natural topography in every home site.
No one will believe him. Looking at.
They are here. Israelis are fleeing Iranian missiles and coming to Uganda. But should we be welcoming Israeli criminals in the country? And the genocidal lunatics. I saw one military Israeli.
Genocidal lunatics.
They are already the question of the Kabbalah. I won't show the video because they have the children also living there enjoying their innocent life. But something is happening. So I want to want Ugandans two things, especially our politicians and even the foreign investors and business elites in the country. First, these people eat human flesh in odd religious rituals. So be very careful about going to eat at their homes and attending their religious functions. It's documented in the
Remember me? I can't see who. What's your name again?
They are not like Israelis who eat human flesh. And so they other people. They have seen this in the world of America, even this will become very democratic for part of us. They have put someone for few women in front of people, they're hot. Of course, they have feelings of the people they're different. And they have to affecting their perception of humanity. That's a whole thing in Africa. We really think that has given a passion. They really think that people themselves. What you do in the home is a they can't really charity. Especially in this situation. It's supposed to be a disco package where we bring local prostitutes for entertainment or worship. We have prepared the radio and sit everywhere in multiple locations. And the music groups, the attracting proposals, the whiskey, even when they are toilet water. They are seeing people that they're good on the pregnancy. And they're recording. And they're talking about the prostitutes. And then the next day, they send you a clip with the CCTV footage and start ordering you to do things for Israel and for free or government office, or else they will leak the video to the public. You have all been hearing about the Epstein file that is called the havoc to the ruling class overseas in Europe. This is exactly how the operation functions, how they conduct it. I am warning people about that. I've been warning people about this here. Never forget that the blackness is an official Israeli government military intelligence doctrine. We have sent operatives around the world just with this entrapment mission. So be very careful about meeting Israelis, period. And the Ugandans who work for these Israelis must be very vigilant about what these Israelis are doing. Remember that all Israelis are always ideal soldiers first. They just from slogan from better. And now we come at the ideal with all the amount of students all of them are suffering from dangerous mental psychosis. You see them there, it's a big and see they are normal. And they have a dangerous mental psychosis. And that's the whole thing that home with that. Now, I'm sure that some good people exist in the room. But remember that the entire Israeli society has been in CYRAX and it is the strong training, a lot of people, and a lot of violence is intolerance against other faiths, other races, and other peoples. And therefore, the racist extreme genocidal xenophobia against a huge Palestinian child in Gaza. It's a very easy that we can have today. One of the ugly animals that we just pretend to smile. If only we could hear just 1 minute of what we say about you behind the back. If we are dangerous and become the worst thing of the country, obviously that is not the kind of push that Uganda wants running freely and that belongs most like predator in the country. I don't want to be Uganda. When you see the white man, you start seeing dollar signs in your eyes and just rushing to get the job. The money. Here you need something else and become a stupid demon fast. And the other thing that people they read about as Israelis receiving the news today. So this will be the time you will find out what these people truly have once they have no instruction. And saying all this because no, I don't want to go and say use the media but didn't want the citizens even if they are of different faiths that means that you feel my past. What is that? So the government were here by calling for a war. The danger is huge. Thank you.
The genocidal zombies and cannibals are fleeing Israel to hide in Africa.
Melina wins. Pay your respects. There is a new king.
I'm obsessed with etymology because you got to really understand what they're saying with symbols and logos and why are we saying certain things, right? So like husband, does anybody know what husband really means? If you look at Webster's dictionary, right? So it's the real definition of husband. Means cultivator, means builder, means farmer, but it also means clown.
I mean, that's what a lot of the whole idea of it. They pretty much made the husbands clowns.
So you really think about it, you're like, wait a minute, why is every husband in every sitcom show the clown? Because if you look at Black's Law Dictionary, if you look at Webster's Dictionary of the American English Language, the real definitions of things, people have no idea what they're talking about. Like black, look into the dictionary. I was talking about American English Language by Webster. Black means to make pale or to bleach. So, you know, human doesn't mean human.
Write that down.
Yeah,
I know
that down.
I know where you're going with it.
Okay, human, you're a human being? No, you're not. If you look in Black's Law Dictionary and Noah Webster's American English Language Dictionary, if you look into human, actually means monster. Because they created this word, Homo sapien, man, human, Homo sapien, right? Okay, human's not in the Bible. Because in the Bible it says man, mankind, children, that's it, right? There's no humans in the Bible. So where did this come from? Because we legally made this because you're not human, because you are human. You're actually a monster because the definition means monster. Actually, monster. So I will tell everybody, get Black's Law Edition, go get an American dictionary for the English language. I know it. Why do we have human resources at jobs? Nobody's questioning this. That's what I mean. Human resources. Well, who else is it? Who else is it? I know I'm a human. You're a human. So you have to define something else because you're probably different. We're not run by human beings. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think I've ever. But yeah, why is it called? Nobody's ever thought that makes sense now.
Oh yeah, Clownsy, what's up? Let's run it.
Exactly.
You see where I'm at? Come to the hill.
I mean, I'm not trying to be the last, but
I'm back.
these points for real.
Had to go get a set in real quick.
Legally, they can do certain things. You're like, why can they do this? That's what I'm going to do. It's in the legal jargon, and the words have been twisted and manipulated so that you don't know the true meaning of things. Just like when you go to court and they use all these weird terms and lingos, but then I've been in court for many years. You need to understand legal jargon, and guess what? If you don't understand, they don't give a damn at all because they think that you're supposed to know this already, even though it wasn't taught regularly in school. You're still supposed to know. And that's just crazy by itself. So do you think they care? Things that they do publicly to you because you don't fully understand words that are being used against you. Now see, that's why they legally, like people have to understand, like birth certificates and social security numbers, that it's all being traded. It's like you're resources well constant, so they can do whatever possible. He's doing that.
Expect to get you to be your generation. But they flipped it. Convinced that their curriculum, working their hours, following.
That's for stealing that first round from me like that with that bullshit.
We own your time now. Your status.
Who are ya?
There is a new king.
Wait, why doesn't Facebook have to pay taxes?
So why does Amazon not have to pay a lot of taxes? Well, why would an extension of the government have to pay taxes to the government? It's the same thing with Facebook, same thing with Google. They're all extensions of the U.S. government.
Yeah.
CIA money. The whole Facebook movie is a giant lie. It's a propaganda piece. wasn't like, oh my God, this autistic guy named Mark Zuckerberg just came up with this great idea. No, dude, that was a Pentagon program called LifeLog. You've heard this, right?
No.
You haven't heard.
I've not heard this.
You haven't heard about LifeLog?
No.
Okay. LifeLog is a Pentagon program that wants to basically collect all your data for your whole life.
Okay.
All right. So look this up. What day did the government stop the LifeLog project? It's like February, either 9th or 7th, 13th, one of those days. Okay, what day is it? February 4th. Okay? Now I'm going to start on shut down the LifeLog project February 1st. Facebook yesterday.
February 4th, done.
The exact same day. It's like yeah. They handed it to Mark Zuckerberg.
That's bro. That is crazy. What you do? Many plastic memo about releasing the technology down on top of it. That's not. I don't remember. I probably know that. I'm pretty close to the yeah, that is fun, but that's not even the documentary that's interactive. The goal is instead of so Black Mirror is honest. Someone that did that stat was probably another project too to desensitize social media, huh? I don't know. It's that way, but it's just to be all theory, right? So many courses.
Everything's physical. We don't know nothing. We just looking at video today. Don't take none of this stuff serious. I'm not too excited. I still love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how y'all think about this video in the comments down below. It's always trying. We always try. And you know, just climbing that ladder. Bringing up frequency, man. Together. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to focus on that together just because it's some interesting times. Probably need the papers. Speaking of papers, I got I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's like, I'm in the process of it again. These things, they had to shoot out so you can make like 2 days out of work.
Good, bro. Got me with the zone.
And to carry out today, you know what I'm saying? I let y'all know that you can't trust all of your neighbors. Not everybody is going to be on the same level. And I'm a very optimistic person. I have a belief that most people can be rehabilitated. And, you know,
they didn't vote for you, bro. They said, fuck you, bro. You got to kill them now, bro. They didn't vote for you. They said, fuck you.
We all learn lessons. And everybody just can't be redeemed. Just like the people that's eating babies and stuff. They cannot come back and act like they're human once again. And I'm the type of person, look, it is what it is. I get people's different beliefs and different beliefs on lives based on their experiences with this earth. But I can say this for a fact, 100% fact. Me and my brother are playing this video together, and I want to do a lie detector for this video for us. And it's gonna be a dope video. Because I want to let y'all know officially, 100%. I know y'all trust me and y'all be like, oh, bro, you don't have to do a lot. I want to do that, not for y'all, but for the world. So you can understand the shit that we've seen It's not fake. It's real. So when people talk about risk and stuff, see it with our own two eyes, and I can tell you that 100%. We see it. I'm just making things up. It's true. It happened. But I get people deserve about still to this day. And that's the life that thing has been around. So about I can check it out. The videos, wait for that time. Like all it takes for love, for extra for guys. I see that. And I love you. Black.
Round 2, fight. Final round, fight.
Need to go out.
Kung Lao wins. Pay your respects.
Jim Carrey was last night at the Caesar Awards in France, making his big debut back into the spotlight. I'm going to play it for you in a second, but I put, who is this? Because it is definitely not Jim Carrey. The eyes aren't even the same color. They don't even care anymore.
Did we see sure that you are the
Seriously, I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
There is no Illuminati. It's just a joke. It's just something that crazy people talk about. There's no such thing as our side and God's side.
I've done enough.
You are clearly defective.
The last time people laughed at Kevin Hart, he was on stage talking Diddy. And warning that Diddy was going to pay the price for the bills everybody. The rage, so great control. So the same group of white guys recognize they take find the steps up. Story takes a twist and turn. We reappear strange and every face, strange energy. I can see them switching, strange fun. See it, have to do not fancy personality to do. Guy tried explosive. I've been replaced to the if that was less by big, speed of the sound, and it was
Get the star and still make it at the exact moment. Make this basket whether you take area with your star. One line energy of doesn't spin, doesn't break up. Watching the crowd, having a slap. It drops the line, and I was fine. It was a real that's how the deal that's how
I used to think I was talking about a standing ovation. I felt like I really just and it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication. We're not in the movie club anymore.
There were some questions about if anyone else had worked in the Philippines had done that, they would have been escorted out by security or maybe even arrested. The police asked Christie to file charges. If they asked Christie what about the charges, he was apparently said no, he did not.
Because what the hassle? I had put announced this morning that was for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be infamous. You know, so it's a very long time. You want to yell from the audience, it's a show a disapproval or say something like that or whatever it's taken up. We don't have to like this a lot of those statements where it's something the fans because they sit
I really don't think I just don't think it escalated to that. You know what I mean? That it escalated to that level.
It didn't escalate. It came nowhere because Will had something going on inside him. That's what you know, against Will Smith. He's done great things. But that's just not every moment. He's cast a pall over everybody's shining moment last night. You know, a lot of people worked really hard to get to that place and to have their moment in the sun and to get their award for the really hard work they did. And it is no mean feat to go through all the stuff you have to go through when you're nominated for an Oscar. It's a gauntlet of devotion that you have to do. And you know, it was just a selfish moment to cast a pall over the whole thing.
You don't need anyone telling you just how tough the last year has been. But isn't it nice to know that when the chips were down, we got through it? Exercising at home, working from home, creating an at-home dining experience, even when you're at home. If you ever needed a little more freedom, it's now.
And it was the world on Jimmy Kimmel's stage. He walks out, slaps with that triangle sign over and over, tongue out, like he's trolling the very people who hired him. Kimmel plays dumb and asks if it's a gang sign. Jim stares him down and says, oh, like you don't know what it is. Then starts listing late-night hosts as if they're all in on the same joke they're not supposed to admit. The audience laughs, but you can feel the room shift. For a few seconds, it doesn't look like a bit. It looks like someone pointing at the curtain. I'm still tired to see. It's all fucking time.
For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government.
Yeah, you found out how to get it, didn't you? That was a lot of damage. Okay.
They get out there, but get shot. Some dangerous and drugs because
Have to be more careful. Scoops of boobies. Scoops of boobies. Oh no. I need something big now. Here we go. Oh, he dropped. I need something big. Don't ever come that close.
So the public will accept whatever story it decides to tell, coming from anyone else. That's a conspiracy ring. Jim Carrey, the guy who played the man, telling a fake world on the Truman Show. It feels like a confession.
Feel my wrath.
And it stops feeling like a goofy actor venting and starts looking like a man poking holes in the whole illusion. He's not just cracking jokes anymore. He's telling you the people you clap for are spineless, that the hosts you trust to laugh it off are in on more than they'll ever admit, that the red carpets and statues everyone kills for are completely meaningless, and that the stories coming out of this are designed, not discovered. If you're the kind of industry that survives on science, that should be just annoying. That's dangerous. You can't have someone at Jim Carrey's level telling millions of fans, don't believe the show, and I don't care about your rituals, without paying a price for it sooner or later. And that's exactly when things get weird. Because right after he starts saying all this out loud, calling them spineless, mocking their symbols, and shrugging off their biggest statements,
smoking.
he comes back looking and moving like a stranger. And the internet.
Would you do it?
If the man who burned it all down is even the same man we're seeing now, the easiest way to see why people think they replaced him is to stop listening to Jim for a second and just look at him. When he shows up in France, it's supposed to be a celebration. Honorary award, standing ovation, the whole room on its feet. But the real noise isn't in that theater. It's in the comments. People aren't arguing about his speech. They're arguing about whether the man on that stage is even Jim Carrey side-by-side. Edits start flooding social media. On one side, man is Jim. Other face, Dixon, MC Muscle Alive. On the other, France, Jim.
All right, bucket.
Famous unpredictable smarts and puts it all up together. Freeze your brain and type of excellent thinking. You're scared to say, this looks like a match. You're here last week with the speaker over the making you really good feedback into the spot. I'm going to play it for you in a second, but I put because it's definitely
For real? You think that's what's gonna happen? It's going down like that? Oh, he thought it was going down like that, right? It ain't going down like that, homie. No, 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 no.
The skin, it's a no-for. The approach is short. Its compression is short. To me, now, this is a mask. It's skin.
It ain't going down like that, homie. Yeah. The down boy.
So this is right, and you can see the way the eyebrows sit, the how
The boy.
of a monolith. It's not quite a monolith, not quite a double.
Oh hell, fuck that shit. Ooh, Master P apologizes and snitches on C Murder. C Murder shot his head. That's some sound, yo. It's a click. There gotta be some clickbait, man. Come on.
One of the hardest things I ever had to do was Jesus told his disciples, go out and be truthful.
Master P just went on camera and said, "You're born in the family of Spears about." And now his own brother, locked up in Angola for over 24 years, paying parts of it. Brothers to kill, drop. There's no taking it back. In March 2026, Percy Miller, the man who built Million Brothers into a well-respected empire, sat down and revealed on camera that his brother Floyd, C. Miller Miller, had a way out of prison years ago. Not a rumor, not a leak. The man himself said, Master P revealed in 2026 interview that C. Miller was offered an 8-year plea deal after already serving about 4 years, which would have put him on the street before Obama.
At one time, my brother was going to get 8 years. He had already did 4 years.
That money, the deal was on the table. The biggest job. C. Miller said,
I'm kind of people that love right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hard.
Sure. Outside of this, people here in his way, come and go out to my office stuff. When that time goes, you're going to find story gets a lot more speculation and social media was immediate. The deal requires senior from a master Prosecutors have withheld information about witnessing something going up their credibility. Then came the retrial in 2008. Another life without parole. Well, I was in my 8-year preview and would have been on paper right around 2006.
If it isn't valid, we promise a tenfold refund. This denture can be successfully worn in just 1 second.
Y'all, we have some mind-blowing theories sent in from you all from all around the world that's going to make us rethink everything. Thank you, MC, for the next couple of videos. All my OGs, y'all remember when I used to react to Long Beach Griffin?
That's the chemtrails, bro. They poison the skies. The fake sky. CYRAX, bro.
Poison the fakes. They stupid. They poison the fakes. God.
Waking up. No, wait, never mind. Yo, I don't eat no more, bro. Soylent Green, brother. Look it up. They put people in the food.
They are, though.
Yeah. There are more fast food establishments than cows. They're getting the beef, bro.
Jason Voorhees.
Of course.
Predator. Let it be tried.
Get close, bro. Get off. They're using it to control you.
They are, though.
The little people, they live down in hollow earth. The center of the earth is not a hot, molten core. It's a world of low powers. In action, the government yes, action six. Criminal players are going to be throughout the black. After that,
Conspiracy theory, talk about something that's it's funny,
Turkish increasing the risk of terrorism. In countries because
Final round. Fight.
you export engineers.
all this stuff going on. is Grand Theft Auto 6 history.
You can see. It is.
Sketches. I know they do this stuff all the time to mess with us, but 10 sketches have this comment below.
I thought it
If
did.
this is true.
It did. They ain't no Mandela effect. They just changed the spelling of that shit.
SKEYTCHERX. No, look at them.
So like you said, remember how did it say this? That when 2 a.m. hit, and it didn't go to 3 a.m., it went to 4 a.m. Somebody had the nerve to say that the clock jumped from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., bro. And I still got it so tight.
You got a bad habit, and I'm finna expose it. You ready? Here it is. Watch it expose your bad habit, bro. I see what it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. You got more than one bad habit, actually. You got a bad habit. Oh, no. I can't get close enough to expose it. Let me get close to you.
It just crazy. Time is not good. Because how can you take time, go up, all of that? This time, people are going by 2 seconds.
Yo, you dropped it. Oh yeah. Why must we keep having this repetitive bullshit? The repetitive bullshit you are doing. The perpetual bullshit you are doing. Oh man. Yup, and that's how it happens. Oh! Hey, I'm about to catch you right here. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out. Oh man, what? Okay, I gotta use all these bars on your ass. Oh fuck, I just destroyed him. Oh, I'm on the ropes. Oh, I'm on the ropes. Oh no. Oh! Oh, you got a flawless too. What a flawless. Finally got me, man.
Dreams are glimpses into other dimensions where a version of ourselves is living a slightly or radically different life. Each time you wake up from a dream that felt incredibly real, it might
I gotta give you the same thing you gave me.
There is a new king. That dream are reflecting choices you've made in another.
You didn't give me no tens when I was whooping your ass. Where was my tens? Where my tens at? Run me my tens. I knew he was for the lead. Run me my tens. I'm out, bro.
To explore paths you haven't taken yet, it raises a dizzying question.
Where was my TNs at?
It's an endless loop of possibilities and coexisting realities.
Thank you, Nori, for the videos.
I need everybody to watch this video. Women, children, if you have a mother, a daughter,
Let's get it, man. I'm ready to kill somebody.
please share this video.
Good boys.
It's happening in Bryan, Texas.
That boy was like, fuck that.
Traffic problem, but pay attention.
Notice how all these doors are empty except for the women's? What is this? And why can it be unlocked and locked? Is someone in there? I don't know because I've knocked. And I don't know. It just beeps. What does that mean? Why is it only on the women's restroom? Ah, it's crazy.
Now you see all those doors. Which one you think should have a lock above the door from the outside?
Nah. Exit, nah. Private, nah. Employee only, nah. But for women's, we have this lock that looks like can be remote controlled. Make it make sense.
Thankfully, the woman was aware of her surroundings and called the police. This is what they told her.
But I can't call Boston. You can call that.
Shout out to the police for giving us an investigation. Shout out to the fire department. Huge shout out to Bryan Police and Fire. Giving us some. So what potentially could happen is a female that met the specific criteria of the traffickers' wants would go in there, they lock it somehow, and women please pay attention to your surroundings.
In type of world that you live in, it's crazy. When I was on the video, I was going to point out how the exit was close to the bathrooms. Doesn't look very long. But seeing that thing on top of the woman's bathroom, nobody else's bathroom or the exit door night. Suspect. Pay attention to your surroundings at all times. Because you have people like that that's paying attention to you at all times.
It provides expert $1 trillion industry, and this is a copper tongue scraper which was actually used all throughout the 1800s until it was removed by the Rockefellers. Copper was so antibacterial that no bacteria would survive in an individual's mouth, which then nearly put the $1 trillion dental industry out of business. But they also found that when you apply copper in your mouth, copper ionizer sheds into your mouth, which are charged, and humans are electrical beings which run with electricity. Therefore, they found by using copper tongue scraping, one can enhance their frequency, which would then instantaneously heal that individual, which then further explained why they tell us copper is toxic and why all of the tongue scrapers today are made from stainless steel.
The land breaks into natural It's late life tribal hill countries.
Oh, I never thought about that. That might be. I never knew that about that song. I just never paid attention to the lyrics, but that's why we say like the lyrics to a song, you have to pay attention to what you're singing, because most of the time we don't know what we're singing. Well, this generation we do. I will say that, because this generation doesn't put in stuff subliminally. They're just out there. But somebody was even saying, wait until she finds out that Bohemian Rhapsody talks about unaliving a man.
And that he would start World War III. One of the soldiers asked him, to the reply, the day mankind finds out that I was trying to defend this nation, the rest of the day will start. For on that day, mankind will learn that I was trying to save my nation from the free nation that we founded. For if Americans win the war, then they will conquer the world and forever be a slave to the nation. And they will try to conquer God. That's not
It's the fact that he knew something like this would happen way before his death.
I'm so disappointed in myself. Like, I'm African. I could have already known this. But this fact about the Circle of Life song in The Lion King just blew my mind.
Hey, I can do it.
I seen this. Yeah, what does it mean?
It means
There's an island.
Damn, I'm scaring people off. I guess I should play with somebody else.
That is not what that means. That's exactly what it means. It means, look, there's a lion. Oh my God.
Yeah. I learned something like that when it comes to languages years. I'm talking about a decade ago. Long story short, my friends that I grew up with would sing songs in Spanish, and I'm like, what are they saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, in Spanish you go off. You know what I'm saying? And then they would break it down in English. I'm like, I don't even make no sense. But they're like, no, you don't understand. Like the song is better in Spanish. And I'm like, I know, I'm hearing it. It sounds better in Spanish, but when you translate it to English, I'm like, that sucks. Songs just sound better in its original language. Like, for example, all my EE, y'all know, we got a song that's like, Aruka, Yahuwah, Todaya. Go off, right? To sing that all day. That's hard in Hebrew. Do you know what it's saying in English? Healing Yahuwah. Thank you, Yahuwah. That's all it's saying. But it sounds hard in Hebrew. But it sounds like whatever in English. Some songs, I get it. Some songs just don't need to be translated. They just need to be as is. It sounds better. So like that Lion King song sounds way better in Africa or African. Whatever language that is compared to them translating it to English. Look, there's a lion. OMG.
You want me to copy, bro? You want me to copy?
I remember that. I didn't kill that bitch.
This is so funny. At first I was like, this isn't a theory, so I'm just gonna take it off. I'm so glad I took to the end because we would have seen it. This is so weird. Focus on the process. We need two short process. Why shouldn't you shut up process? It is difficult for people. Just keep focused on the process. After a couple of seconds, something weird is happening. The face begins to look distorted. Yeah, this is that. Yeah. It's like features wrong and proportion. What you're experiencing is something called flash tape distortion. What's actually happening is your brain's holding on to previous images and on your peripheral vision. Because you're not looking at the photograph directly, your brain is basically trying to fill in the blanks. Now you might think that I've edited these photographs to make them look straight, but that's not the case. If you watch this entire video again and you'll see it's all legit. This is such a weird visual illusion. Let me know how, because one word for you. It shares the friends of it. This really shows like you really cannot trust what you see. So the fact that we're focused on this part and their photos were just changing, I'm like, oh, you really cannot trust what you see and what you hear. I know we spoke about that in a reaction. I can't tell you how many reactions ago that was. It was over a year, 2 years old. And it's so funny because I was looking, I was like, I'm gonna look at the original picture. The original picture is fine. I went back on this part and it was like they was distorted. We have to do one more time. So we look into the cross, keep sort of. Now, once you get that cross, the images are going to begin to change. You're going to see different things. Just keep focused on the cross. And after a couple of seconds, something weird starts. No, their eyes look like it's being weird in their mouth. Is that what you guys are seeing where the images are going on? Look, I'm gonna keep going because we're seeing different things. We're looking at it together, but I can't hear y'all right now. I gotta hear y'all in the comment section. Distorted, disfigured. It's like the pictures are all out of proportion. What you have to know is in their case, what's actually happening is the brain's holding on to previous images. The correlation goes on these ones as they appear in your peripheral vision. Because you're not looking at the photograph directly, your brain is basically trying to fill in the blanks. Now you might think that I've edited these photographs to make them look straight, but that's not the case. Feel free to watch this entire video again and you'll see that they're all legit. This is such a weird visual illusion. Let me know in the comments if this one worked for you and share it with your friends so they can try this one.
Fusion delivers the ultimate solution for smooth job execution, enabling you to effortlessly handle payments and access crucial job information right at your fingertips. Get started with service.
Take me on. The sound that will change your hearing forever. Wait, no, I don't want to hear it. First, I want to listen to this. What do you hear? What do you hear? Alien, it's like robots, right? Okay, I'm gonna play you another sound, and once I play you the sound, you're gonna change forever. Okay, I heard that. I'm gonna play another sound. Okay. You said I'm eating. You hear it. Never not hear it. That was just changes the brain because it gives you more information. And now through some artists in this game, this is like a theory. So it's not on the science. Los Angeles. Here's some scientists. It's not what the leading theory and outcome that was ready to go. So we got and it's very smart.
There was never a competition of people to call themselves the Average. They call themselves the Mexica, MEXICA, which is shockingly like Mexico, because that's where we get the word Mexico from. The Mexica was called themselves the Average. They said it was from Aztlan, AZZLAN, Aztlan. And what happened was, about 150 years ago, and the party from some Ivy League school, Northeastern part of the United States, decided they were sick of writing Mexica and then talking about Mexican society, the MEXICAN. It looks like Mexican, and it couldn't differentiate then between pre-Columbian Mexico and post-Columbian Mexico. And so they came up with this term. And you see on the page something indicates that you're a people, and then put Aztlan, the place that the Aztec circuit from, and make it Aztec so that they could get away. So that's just behind the place that I wanted to start is so they knew that Aztec isn't or something.
It's running this.
That's the kind of thing. I would do this. I would mix our blood. I want you to be this way every time you take the ring and you're taking a lot. A lot. That's now is mine. It's in harmony. That's what it is.
First of two?
His blood is mixed with mine.
I'm out, bro. I'm fighting her no more. Fuck that shit. I don't want to fight Melina. I've already beat him. I had 0 odds on that dude.
Just be doing stuff. Oh my. Now y'all know. Oh my gosh. I had so much stuff to say. I need to get on board. Hey. I'm done. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Buckle up on this one. This should hit home for a lot of people. Watch this, and I'll be right back.
In 1926, they discovered the perfect trap. 40 hours keeps you alive, but too tired to escape. Henry Ford ran the numbers. He tested different work schedules and found the sweet spot. 40 hours. Not because it's optimal for productivity, because it's optimal for control. Let's do the math. 40 hours work, 10 hours commuting, 56 hours sleeping, 14 hours for eating, showering, basic survival. That's 120 hours, leaving you 48 hours of free time. Except you're exhausted. So you spend Saturday recovering from the week, and Sunday dread 5 years.
Now, that don't hit home to so many people.
It does.
I don't know what is going to be a home run for you. Because I know currently so many people is in this situation. So many people are confused. So many people are questioning our government. So many people are questioning why we at war. So many people are understanding that the American first has been abandoned. Like, this is real. So if you're currently in that trap, and you're seeking and looking for a way out of that trap, this is why you should be creating better skill sets to match the financial goals that you're trying to achieve. You understand what I'm telling you, beautiful people? We #1 day trading organization in the globe, on the globe, hands down, especially here in North America, where you have a 99% problem that the government don't want to create the solution for, which is financial literacy. People are understanding that educated people are making money off of uneducated people, and it's a very wealthy thing to keep uneducated people uneducated. So as once an uneducated individual who is not educated, understand what I just said. People in our government understand that it's wealth being created by keeping people uneducated. And the minute you become educated, you start understanding why you're not financially satisfying yourself and your needs and your goals and fulfilling your purpose. It's because of the uneducated decisions that you're consistently making. So when I'm here to tell you we make money, we show you how to keep that money. Putting it into proper assets, digital assets.
I'm gonna fight one more person, get off.
Your money becomes the mark of the beast.
Oh, there's a king of the hill somewhere.
King of the hill. Because once this crash is going to be back for everybody, but then where's your survival skill sets? Where's your soul at? Where's your relationship with the Most High? So I'm already prepared for all of that. So I'm prepared for the doomsday.
Fucking, I'll get back on in about an hour.